Hello YouTube, back again. I would like to make this post about easier fire starting. I'm going to post a link from a fella who I guess doesn't make videos anymore, unfortunately, because I found him quite entertaining. But he has a really great idea for chopping wood and making that easier. He uses a tire. You just have to watch it. It's really cool, I think. And the other topic is how to make some easy fire starters. We have a fireplace, or a couple, and in addition we're fortunate enough to have a wood furnace. When it's time to start them, because sometimes they go out, it gets cold, the furnace I mean, and it's kind of a pain, and you end up using a lot of paper and kindling and what have you. So to make it easier on my boys, because they're usually the ones doing it, I've made these fire starters, and there's two that I'm going to show you. The first one just uses a toilet paper tube. I use the type of toilet paper that has the paper wrapping around the outside. When I'm done with an old roll, I take the paper and stuff it inside the tube, and then later I get a chunk of wax. I save old candles that either aren't burning well or have burned down, and I put that inside the paper. I squinch it together and stuff it back inside the tube. So basically what you end up with is sort of a little fuse. Let's see if I can get a better pic. A little fuse that you can light it with, and then the wax is inside the tube, which keeps it burning longer than just normal paper would burn. So you don't have to use, half of the Sunday newspaper to get your fire started. The other thing I do is I save cardboard egg cartons. And I do the same thing in that I save my old wax, and I put a chunk of wax in each section. And then I put it in the oven. You have to watch it carefully, number one. Number two, you need something under it that you don't care if it gets wax on, because it will go through the bottom. I use the top of the egg crate as a little tray, but you can see it has leaked through to that. And it could very possibly ruin your cookie sheet or whatever, so I would suggest using an old one or line it with foil or something. Once the wax is melted, you let it cool, and once it's cooled, these can be easily twisted and broken into sections. So each one is an individual fire starter. You would put this at the bottom of the fire and light the little edge, and that'll burn for quite a while. You'd be surprised. You could also put these in a bug out bag. I mean, after you break them apart, you can stack them pretty nicely, as you can see. There's two stacked together, so they don't take up a whole lot of room, and they're very lightweight. If you wanted to, you could even make them look a lot nicer by putting a pine cone in each section and then putting the wax over that. That's a nice thing for kids to do for grandparents as a Christmas present. They don't want to spend a lot of money, but they don't mind spending their time to do something for grandma or grandpa. Anyway, just a quick little couple things that might help you start a fire. See ya.